Eastern philosophy versus Western. The mold of our thinking can be shaped by the tradition in which we are educated. Therefore, understanding the differences between Eastern and Western philosophy helps us understand why we perceive the world in different ways. Establishing contrasts between Eastern and Western philosophy is pertinent, since they represent two different currents of thought. First, they have divergent origins. While Eastern thought emerges from multifaceted traditions in India, China and Japan, Western philosophy takes shape in ancient Greece. Furthermore, the approaches of both philosophies differ. The Eastern focuses on the cultivation and pursuit of a spiritual attitude that transcends the material world, while the Western is predominantly rational and dualistic. Vision of reality, unity versus plurality. Eastern and Western philosophy conceive reality differently. In the East, the unity of the world prevails over the multiplicity and diversity of our environment. This thought holds that there is a single principle from which everything emanates. On the other hand, the Western world is plural and dualistic, separating opposites such as body-soul, good-evil, individual-society. Non-duality, characteristic of Eastern philosophy, denies the division of reality into contrary categories and rejects the plurality of the world affirmed by Western philosophy. Vision of the human being, illusion versus individualism. In this dichotomy between Eastern and Western philosophy, different conceptions of the human being are presented. For the East, the idea of the individual is an illusion that causes the evils of human life, while in the West the concept of individuality and subject is supported. What is your method? Interior experience versus logic. The method used by Eastern and Western philosophy differs considerably. The first seeks enlightenment and inner experience through practices such as yoga and nirvana, while the second uses Aristotelian logical thinking, seeking logical connections between universal concepts. Meeting points between both philosophies. Despite their differences, both philosophies share the search for knowledge of reality through mental exercise and reflection on an ultimate reality. Additionally, they care about achieving happiness and self-realization. Different thoughts, but united. Although different, these philosophies have points of convergence. While in the East spirituality and the relationship between man and nature predominate, in the West rational and systematic reflection on the individual's environment is encouraged. However, we can learn from both, enriching our existence. Conclusion. The comparison between Eastern and Western philosophy reveals not only fundamental differences in approach, origin, and method, but also significant points of convergence. While the Eastern emphasizes the unity of the world and seeks enlightenment through inner experience, the Western is based on logical and dualistic thinking. However, both traditions share the search for knowledge of reality, concern for happiness and self-realization. By integrating the perspectives of both philosophies, we can enrich our understanding of the world and improve our daily lives. Ultimately, diversity of thought invites us to explore new ways of understanding human existence and the universe we inhabit.